Good afternoon, Wendy here today with my June Cocoa Daisy kit. And I thought today what I would show you is my thought process. When I get a kit, I pull out some pictures, or the pictures that I still have to scrapbook. And I have a whole pile of them that I keep here. And just depending on what the kit is, I pick out what would work or what I think it might work with. My next step is, once I have my pictures, I take the papers and I mainly start with the pattern ones, although sometimes if a embellishment catches my eye, I'll do it that way. And I begin to lay out the pictures that would match the paper. This one, I wanted to focus on this. This is a place we went for my birthday. It's at Disney, of course, for those of you that follow me. And I decided to pair it with this, the transparency that came in the kit. I have a lot of pictures and I need a lot of white space to fit this all on. So once I did that, I went and looked for a card, the Project Life cards, the Day in the Life cards, or some sort of sentiment. So I found this one, and I really liked the fact that this was the story of this part of our summer, and I thought that pretty well fit too. Here are some of the cuts that I made from the May kit that I had not used. I just keep everything in a box, and then I decide to put them together, and sometimes they don't work with the kit they came in. For instance, here are also the die cuts from the May kit. These are what are left, and I think they're probably going to end up on here because I have so many things picked out. So there's one layout that I'm thinking about. Here's another one. This is my best friend and I have fussy cut all these flowers, and I laid this picture down. I really loved how it popped on the teal, and then the fact with the different flowers, and I have to think about how to group them, but I'm really liking what this is looking like. Although I don't normally make them out of cardstock, it really looks pretty good. Here is the card that I'm thinking about here, just because I like that element with it. This is from the May kit. I was looking at the Picture Perfect, but I really like that also, and kind of tucking it behind was my idea there. On this one, I was also looking at this lighter color, so what I'll probably end up doing is putting together my photo block, my picture, and my journaling card, the main portion of my layout, and then I'll move it around to the different cardstocks to see which one I end up doing. The next one I put together, or picked out some, this picture, I decided really went well with this paper. I thought it looked really fun with it. It matched that kind of sun bleached out look. I really love the sky, so I still had a little piece left from the May kit. So I thought that looks really great here. I love this too, and it perfectly fits this. Now, I don't like how much it overlaps and just the fact that we've got a lot of empty space here. So what I'm thinking here is I might actually go through and just fussy cut this out. Whether I cut it all away or just cut the card so that I can tuck my picture inside that, I'm not really sure yet. So this one, even though I have it laid out, I don't know if it'll become a layout. It's missing a lot of pieces. I like it, but I don't have everything it needs yet. But it's ready. This one is another one I laid out, and I started with this cut file I had cut. Because again, I use my Cameo maybe once a month. I cut everything that I think I might use, usually out of white and black cardstock, because it always matches. And if I needed another color, I can color it myself through watercolor, markers, crayons, sprays, whatever. I really like this with that. I love the color with the paper with it. I just really like that. So then I went looking and I found this card from the May kit, and I was trying to save it to use this in my album that I've been working on, but well, it just looks perfect there, I think. Just with the fact that the orange goes right in and the palm trees, which we were surrounded by. This one was also left over from the May kit. And while this part doesn't really fit, this Sweet Summer Days and Warm Sunny Fun was definitely what the picture was about. So I thought about tucking that under. So to me, this is already ready to go. This would actually be considered a simple layout. You have your picture, you have your title, you can add some journaling. This is a good layout. It's got color going on, it's grounded. It looks really nice. In this one, I've stuck more to a vertical whatever layout. But I really like how it fits with the paper because the paper is pulling you horizontally with the stripes. So for this one, this doesn't need much more. This is just going to need a little bit of embellishing, possibly some of those tags, maybe some of those pineapples from the planner kit. I don't think I have any more flamingos left, but I think we had the cut files for that, so I'll have to go look for that. So anyway, this is what I've set out. Now, I just showed you 4 possible layouts. Now, what I tend to do next is, I know this one is working, but I'm probably going to pull this one right back out also, and I will work on 2 layouts at once. The reason I do that is, okay, I have 2 paradises here. I'm not sure I like that pink one. Oh, look, it fits perfectly over here. Maybe family night in paradise. So anytime something doesn't fit in one layout, I try it in the next, and usually it works that way. So I start out with getting my photo block, my journaling card or my title card and my title. From there, I just add bits and pieces, and you'll see me go through. For instance, I'll just go through and look at, see, like this matches these colors in here. While it would look nice here, the colors are more over here. I don't really think a map, because that kind of makes me feel busy, is going to work there. This would work, except that I have that big white title, so that might be too much. Over here, it just doesn't fit the carefree-ness of it. This one would definitely fit over here, I think. I like this here, maybe around there. Maybe I could have added over here and put that paradise on top of it. I think I like it better on that side. Definitely not a clipboard. I like the smile card, but I think I already have too many elements on here. So I just start going through the different bits and pieces, looking for things that might work. And I just lost that black arrow. And I'm thinking this could use a pop of boldness. I like that there. This, to me, is just a sun, so I'm thinking maybe it'll go right up there somewhere. This would be good over here if the mermaid hair don't care doesn't work. Maybe the beach waves. Not really loving that. Pretty, but then that kind of makes it look more feminine, and I'm not going for that because, as you can see, there's a lot of boys there. So I might take that one out. Pretty, but again, I'm not sure that's what I'm looking for. This might actually work with the one of my best friend and I, since it's a girlish layout. So I'm going to put that over in that pile. But that way I'm multitasking. I'm working on 2 things at once. And if something doesn't fit, I just move it to the next thing. If I don't have enough pieces in my June kit, because I've already made, oh goodness, how many things? I've made 2 Project Life pages. I think I've made 2 scrapbook pages. I've done quite a few planner spreads, so I'm getting thin. So if I'm missing stuff, pull from your other kits. And like I explained, I'm going to be going through this. And I just pull out my little containers, my little tubs. Let me get one here. And I'll empty everything into one of these little things. It's probably the dollar store, maybe Target Dollar Spot, I don't know which. And now I can easily go through. There's that flamingo that I was hoping for. So I'm not sure, I don't remember which one I wanted that on. Maybe this would work here because it was definitely a weekend night. I don't remember which night. Here's another piece about the best weekend. That might look nice up there. This works over here because we needed some time away. It was good to be away. So there's a lot of bits and pieces I'm going to go through. So I don't have a layout to show you yet. I will come back and show you what they become of the ones that I actually get time to finish. But I wanted to show you how I can build a layout in seconds, just matching my picture and my papers and then the day in the life cards. From there, it's just some fun embellishing. And it kicks it up a notch, but the basics are already there. So, I mean, right here, it's pretty much there. This one, I need to arrange things, but there's not much more that's going to need to be done. Here is one of the layouts that I haven't completely finished because it's just been sitting here, but this was one that I completed. That, again, I had 2 of them going, and I liked the picture on this paper. I stuck this down, and I kind of left it. Right now, and you can see I embellished it a little bit. I added some fun color. I cut this out of one of the day in the life cards and then added this from May's kit. I think the stamp was from May's kit also. Here's a tag and such, so it's good. There's nothing wrong with it. But I think it needs a little bit more. So I had these circles cut from, I believe it was the May kit. Maybe it was April's kit. I don't remember now. And because of this and the circle here, I had some circular elements going. And since it's so blocky, I wanted to kind of mix up some shapes. So I kind of like that there. And then my next thought was, well, I need one more piece. So here was another piece. And I'm thinking over here, you see that visual triangle going down. This is kind of runs together, but you still get the idea. But then that's too much of the same color. So then I found this that I had cut last month, hadn't used it, and it was just sitting in my box, so I figured that looked good there. Now I like that, but I feel like it needs a little bit more kind of right here. So I had a little piece of a doily left over. Actually, I cut it off, and it was just laying there. So I'm going to try tucking this under. Don't want any sharp edges, so I'm going to tuck it all under. And I like that it has that flow now. So I think that looks pretty good. So on this one, I need to add my journaling, and I'm probably going to add the date in here. But other than that, this one's done. This wasn't one that I was planning on working on. It just kind of happened. I was working on it at the same time as I was working on this layout. I picked my papers, I put my pictures, and then I just began to build them. I finished this one completely, and this one, like I said, was just kind of waiting for some time, which I don't have a lot of. But both of these, I just put them side by side. I go back and forth. I add in pieces that, you can see the doilies in both, and I think this is similar to that one, but this came out of the die cut, and that was out of the tags. Here's a piece of the tags that I had cut off from this, and I just stuck it under there. So I just kind of laid things. If it didn't work here, I brought it over here. 2 totally different layouts, both from the May kit with some sprinklings of both from the June kit, both some from the May kit. And but I like to multitask in everything I do. I don't have time to sit and work on one, clean up, put it away, pull out another one. So I just spread everything out, and I just work on them one at a, just kind of circle around. And then one does get finished before the other. For instance, this one got done. This one is going to get done, and I'll get it loaded soon. And some of them might never even happen. I'm pretty sure this one will be done. This one is totally done. I'm just going to glue those things down, and I've got a page. Like I said, this one might never happen, but it's my idea right now. This one I like. It's going to need a little bit more, and I have a pile of cut files right here. that are just waiting for something. This was used on the ballet layout. I don't think it really fits there, but I have these and I think they might really work well. So I might, yes, that's going to end up there, I think, or somewhere there. And here's a bigger one too. So definitely going to look into that with this page. Okay. So thank you for joining me. I hope this has given you some ideas how to multitask, how to get things, to enjoy your time, but to get more done. Enjoy those kits a little bit more. And also don't forget to pull from older kits. If they go well together, why not? So thank you for joining me, and I'll see you again next month, and have a great day.